So I kind of want to do something that we haven't done in a while, and that is I want to swing around to a series that we were doing, and that is talking about leadership traits and principles. These are the things that when I was in the Marine Corps as active duty as a non-commissioned officer, these are the things that the Marines above me kind of taught as what I should be developing in myself and what I should be doing to my junior Marines. And we went through all the leadership traits and we stopped at some of the principles, and I want to look at those. These are things that you should be doing every day with your Marines, or in this case, for this this channel, we're obviously talking about your raid and your guild. So the one that I want to look at today is a very specific one because of a little story that I'm going to share. Something that happened in my guild the other day, and it kind of stood out, and I was like, I totally got to talk about this. Like, I have, this is the next one I have to do. And that is that the other day I'm sitting there doing whatever, 5-man Mythic Plus dailies, whatever, doesn't matter. And I get a message from one of my officers, and he says, hey man, you okay, you good, everything okay with you? And my response was something to the effect of, yeah, I'm fine, whatever. Why do you ask? And his response is exactly the reason why I want to talk about this. And he said, you always ask us if we're okay, if we're good, if there's anything bothering us, anything that we need to talk about, if there's anything going on. And I kind of wanted to return the favor. And he said it very legitimately. He said it like he meant it. And that was something that to me was like, wow, this dude really cares. I mean, here's a guy who I've raided with for quite some time, and a guy who I've met physically in real life, and we've hung out, and I would consider us friends. He may disagree in the comment section down below, but I would consider us friends, and to have a person that legitimately asks something like that and means it, it's pretty cool. So what we're talking about today is the leadership principle of knowing your raiders, or, when I was in the Marine Corps, knowing your Marines and looking out for their welfare. And this is a two-parter, and it's a lot more difficult than one would think, especially the first part of that, knowing your raiders. This means that when we have one of my raiders who isn't very talkative, I know something's going on with her, and I can message her and go, hey, you okay? And it's, yeah, I'm really tired and work was busy today and I've had a shitty day. Okay, well, if you need to talk, let me know. Or if, especially with my officers who generally have a very happy demeanor, they're very upbeat guys. And so when we have our officer meeting after the raids and we go, okay guys, is there anything that you want to talk about? Anything that we need to adjust with the raid? And it's, yeah, everything was good. Yeah, we're good. It's like, all right, guys, and this happened the other day. We did the raid and we finished up and we jumped into the officer channel in Discord, and I asked that question. Here's my thoughts. Here's what I didn't like from these players and those players. Here's what these guys need to work on. Here's what we're recruiting. Here's what we don't need. Here are some mistakes that we need to fix. What do you got for me? And the response from my officers was just that. We're good. We got nothing to talk about. And so I asked, like this morning, it's like, you guys okay? And it's, work has sucked, and, we have all these projects, and these guys work together. We have all these projects, and they're just draining the ever-living life out of us. And we hate it, and we're really pissed off and frustrated, and, life is hell right now. And knowing your Marines, knowing your raiders, knowing your subordinates, your employees is hard, because it means that you have to take a truly interested, a diligent effort when it comes to knowing these people. It doesn't mean that you know generically, okay, that guy's married and he has kids. Cool. That guy, is divorced. That guy is single. That girl is, no. It means the wife's name and the kids' names and, how old-ish they are. And these guys. What's going on, so that if something does come up, you can talk to them and you can offer that advice and you can ensure that they're okay. Because there are a few things that aren't in your control. And there are things that in your life are not going to be under your control, or in your raiders' lives that aren't going to be under your control. But when you have that information and you go, I know that this guy's having marital problems and his wife's really pissed off, because of whatever reason, or, he did something, he screwed up, and I need to know that as a raid leader, because if in the middle of a, a mythic pull, and we're doing an encounter and your wife or your husband or somebody gets mad and is like, you have to step away from the game, that's a wipe. You know what I mean? And not only that, but are you going to be back the next, 2 days from now, the next raid, scheduled raid time? These are the things that you're talking about, is knowing the intricacies of your players' lives and knowing when they are being affected both positively and negatively. Because it's not all about negative. It's not all about, her boyfriend broke up with her and he's leaving his wife and, she's pregnant and, she won't be able to raid. And it's not just that, and I say pregnancy as it's, a negative aspect, but it's also, he got a promotion. He's really happy. It's his birthday's coming up. She's about to celebrate her, anniversary with her husband, so she's not going to be able to raid. It's also good things, and being able to kind of pull at things and understand these are the things that make this specific raider happy, and these are the things that really don't make her happy. So when she does good or she needs to be rewarded, we can bring that up. If she needs to have things adjusted, we know what strings to pull. And then the second part is looking out for their welfare. It means that if you can help, you help. As a leader, it's not simply telling somebody what to do. It's also offering assistance and help. Truly offering assistance and help. Not this bullshit like, oh yeah, if you need anything, just let me know. No, it's, look, if you need to talk, I'm here for you. I'll give you my phone number. We can talk in Discord. Whatever you want to do. If you need somebody, you let me know. It's that true, heartfelt offering of help. And then the follow-up. If they need help, your ass is online. Your ass is calling them or texting them or whatever you have to do to let them know, here is the deal. Because you're no good if you say you're going to help one of your raiders and they truly need it, and then you don't follow through. And now we go back to integrity and, this dedication and where you told me that, like, if I needed to talk to somebody, that you would help me out and that you'd sit down and talk to me. And then, like, I really need somebody to talk to about my life situation, and you won't even talk to me. And that is a trust issue. So you need to make sure that you understand what is going on in your raiders' minds, their lives, the good and the bad, and that you support the good, you help with the bad, and that you are there for them. Because, again, it's not just that you are the guy in charge for the raids, but these guys and girls, they're looking up to you. They're looking at you. And when you offer their, help, and you offer assistance, and you offer to talk, and you offer support, and you congratulate them, and you push them forward, these are things that they will need. So keep that in mind as you guys are going through your daily rituals, that, if something seems off with the raider, she's always super happy to be online. But today, she doesn't want to do any content, and she's really frustrated about raiding, and she's not talking. He seems a lot angrier than what he normally does. Talk to him. See what's going on. Because they need you, and you need to understand the effect that it will have on your raid group. And you need to support your members, your raiders, your people, your guild members. You got to support them. Hopefully you guys like what I'm saying here. If you do, you guys know the deal. Like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Until next time, guys, I'll see ya.